There's something we need to address.
We talk about.
Coach, what's your thoughts on this Marianne Do situation? So last week, a week from tonight actually, she was on Monday Night Football when the Chargers were finding their struggles with the Dallas Cowboys. She was showing her emotions as a super Chargers fan. She was on the Pat McAfee show the next day doing her media rounds, showing her Chargers fandom. And then it turns out yeah, she's really a plant and a Vikings fan. She tried to put it on her son,
Oh,
saying her
yeah.
son, his Pee Wee football team was the Vikings.
Come on. No, it's not.
Turned out she was lying. So, Coach, we seen her at the game yesterday wearing a Buffalo Wild Wings cap. Next to it looked like it, a Buffalo Wild Wings representative. So,
She just
Yeah.
happened to pull
Well,
out the Wild Wings hat out the
yeah,
closet.
I
what
never
was your
seen-
thoughts on that looking up in the front row and seeing her sitting there?
Oh God. There's plants and then there's really special plants. And the NFL, gosh, their marketing department, they need to do a little better job. I mean, gosh, you get somebody one week. I mean,
That's
Let's
what
go.
she's doing.
That's right.
There in the stands. I didn't know what was going on with her, but evidently she's a longtime Chargers fan. Has been doing that for years. This just happened to be the first time the camera caught her, and man, the camera's right there on her the entire time. I mean, they're jealous of Taylor Swift. They can't market Taylor Swift because she's got her own. She's the biggest thing on the planet.
She is right now.
So the NFL's trying to create their own super fan Taylor Swift, and this one's not so swift. Although she's fun to watch, I really enjoy her. But yeah, we're in the Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm sorry if you're a super fan. You are. There ain't no way I'm letting somebody put a different ball cap on me at a football game. I'm
Get your
not there to
Chargers
cheer
hat
on
out.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm there to cheer on my Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, the Buffalo Wild Wings, they're pretty desperate because, I mean, you don't see too many Buffalo Wild Wings at the Buffalo area. I think we lost a couple. So, I mean, they're desperate right now, Coach. You can't really blame them.
Desperate times come for desperate measures.
I love wings, but I don't stop there too often.
Well, let's move on. Let's put that in the past, right? I mean, forget Marianne Do. You guys took care of business yesterday. Maybe it's the last time we're seeing of her. Who knows?
Yeah,
Could be.
she can cry
I mean-
her way all the way home. I don't care as
Yeah.
long as we get the win.
That's
I
right.
mean, speaking of super fans, what do you think on Chiefsaholic?
Oh no, I didn't want to bring him up. I didn't want to bring him up.
That's the thing about the NFL that I brought up about this super fan from LA. Here we are in Kansas City. We got to go out and rob banks in order to be able to afford a freaking ticket.
Do anything you can see
she
the favorite
gets
team,
one
man.
gifted to her on the front row of the Kansas City Chiefs, and us super fans told you guys earlier, we're lucky if we get a free dental checkup from a wagon that's out, in the parking lot. Man, it's expensive to be a super fan. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean,
Especially a Super Bowl winning team, too.
this guy had
Yeah.
Rob Banks, but hey, Coach, shout out you guys because you gave that. Robbing the Banks was worth it for him. He's seen you guys win what 2 Super Bowls, all these AFC Championship games. Man, it was well worth it in his eyes.
Yeah,
But now that makes
you
me
know what?
think. That makes me wonder. That seat Marianne Do was in yesterday.
Oh, no. Was it the same seat?
Was that the Chiefsaholic seat right there?
It might have been. Might have been.
Oh, that's
That's a shame.
that's unbelievable. I hope. Hey, best wishes to the Chiefsaholic out there, man. I hope he didn't see that game yesterday. He's seen Marianne Do. in the
I
spot.
met him.
Go get his wall smacks out. It's
Man,
Halloween.
I'll tell you what, he had energy like I'd never seen. He was always happy, and yeah.
We
How would we do?
found out why. We found out why.
I mean, he sounded like he was doing pretty
I don't know
good.
if you remember the movie Brother, Where Art Thou? Or that one with George Clooney, and it was like that crazy George that picked him up on the way in the car. That's Chiefsaholic.
That's Chiefsaholic for you. That's Chiefsaholic.
I figured that we'd kind of noticed that about him. There's something off a little bit about him.
Yeah, he was
But,
a little off, all right.
He's no X Factor, that's for sure.
Now that's a different ball game. We won't even get into that.